Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special program. It's a special program in English. You normally following us in Kenya, Rwanda, but today we are broadcasting in English. Yes, thank you so much for following us all over the world, wherever you are, and we are bringing you a special show today. As the world is following what's going on between Russia and Ukraine, what's going on between Israel and Gaza, I'm not sure if you are taking seriously what's going on in DRC, especially in the city of Goma, today occupied by the rebels of M23, supported by the Rwandan army. Hundreds of people are losing their lives, and so many crimes are committed since 1996. And the international community still watching. The humanitarian situation in DRC is alarming, with the bodies looting in the street, no water, no electricity. The situation, especially in the Goma city, is catastrophic. The tension is becoming very high, not only between Rwanda and DRC. This week, the South African president, Cyril Ramaphosa, accused Rwanda with Paul Kagame that they are keeping supporting the rebels of M23. Kagame is still denying his involvement in this war and say that he's ready to deal with any confrontation. In a press conference with the journalists this week, President Donald Trump of USA said that the problem of this war between Rwanda and Congo is becoming very serious. In this special program, my name is Ruben Mukunzi, and I invited a friend, a former journalist from Rwanda, Mr. Freddy Usabuwera, to talk about what's going on in Congo. Welcome to my show. I'm not alone in this special program. I'm with my colleague, my friend, my brother, Freddy Usabuwera. You are in Canada. How are you doing in Canada, Freddy? Good morning, first of all.
Good morning, Ruben Mukunzi, and thanks for having me today with you. Here we are very, very good. We are fine. It's very cold, though. It's very cold. We have been under very tough, weather. I mean, going in the last 3 days, we were under minus 27, so which is very cold. But today, it's sunny shining outside, even if it's cold, but we are fine. We're doing okay.
Same as in New York, especially in Buffalo, it's getting cold. But yeah, this is
that's a North American thing.
Of course, yes. So, Freddy, I want to talk with you about this situation, this catastrophic situation in Goma, and just go in different details on what's going on. The situation in Goma is getting worse after the M23 rebels fought and occupied the city of Goma. I remind you that the city of Goma is in Democratic Republic of Congo. So the humanitarian situation is alarming, with the bodies rotting in the street. This week, we had the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, was accusing Rwanda to be involved in this war. But before we go deep, I want to remind people that according to United Nations experts, the Rwandan government is supporting these rebels of M23. And this report says that at least about 4,000 troops from Rwanda are helping M23. There is a lot of involvement of the Rwandan government in this war. And that's why Ramaphosa was accusing Rwanda to be part of this conflict. So let's go from here and tell us if you had a chance to follow what Ramaphosa said about the Rwandan government being involved in this conflict.
Thank you, Rubens. First of all, I would like to to remind the viewers and of the followers that Goma is not just a small city. Goma is a capital city of the northern Kivu province. So it's a city with about over 1 million people live
They say
there.
about 2 million.
Yeah, see. So if it's even bigger than what I thought. So and also being the city, it's got an airport, it's got all the services there, and many of the international organizations have their bureau there. So, and another thing I want to remind people from the start, from the beginning, Rwanda was saying that the M23 is the one attacking the RDC, which is false. Actually, it's the RDF, the Rwandan Defense Force. Rwanda itself, have created an empty shell they called M23 to use them, to do the bad work for them there. So I'm claiming that it's a Congolese movement, but it's been proven by reports and other, that the M23 is not really, the majority of the fighters are Rwandans. And I'd like also to remind people that ever since the M23 has been created, most of the fighters in there were members of the RPF, the Rwandan Patriotic Front. So they fought the war, take over Rwanda.
Talking about these members are from M23 being members of RPF. We remind you that Makenga, who's the head of these rebels, Makenga and other leaders of this M23 have been in RPF's military when they took the power in 1994 in Rwanda. And majority of them, of course, like you mentioned, they're members of RPF.
Even
they identify themselves as Congolese.
Yeah, and what they did, it's like what they did in 1996 when they attacked the Congo. What they did is they took a Congolese, Laurent Desire Kabila. They named him on top, saying that he's the one fighting the war. But we know for sure that 95% or 99% of the military that was fighting are the RPF. It's the same recycled theory and stuff like that. So that being said, coming back to what you said, actually. From last week, actually, from the beginning of last week, that's when the RDF, the M23, announced that they were to take the city of Goma. Okay, and
actually, they took the city of. It was like a Sunday morning that
no. It's this Monday night. That's when they really took over the city. So what happened?
I'm not sure if it was the whole city. It was part of the city, of course, including the airport of Goma. But in some places that the rebels were not occupying that time.
No, they were not. They're not occupying the city of Goma because there were intensive fights, between the RDF M23 and the DR Congo military. Okay, and then what we saw on Sunday was that the Congo military was in control of the city, but during the night, what we hear is that the Rwandan special forces entered in tens of thousands, and they took over the city without doing what they called a carnage. That's not me saying it. It's some news agency, and even I heard from it from one of the Congolese radio, Top Congo, saying they have seen the pictures and videos of the bodies, many bodies of people killed. So they, as the journalist said, they could not really show those pictures on TV. So anyways, so from that time, the fighting continued, and on Monday, what you heard was that now the RDF M23 was in control of all strategic areas, the airport and the radio and everything else. But after cutting off electricity and water and all the basis of subsistence for the people.
Yes, but let's go back and talk about this Ramaphosa statement, where he even mentioned about the 13 soldiers from South Africa killed in this war. So, like I say, this war killed a lot of people on Goma's side, not only on Goma's side, but also this war affected Rwanda, where dozens of people were killed. But let's talk about these 13 soldiers from South Africa killed uh, in this war happened in Goma, where Ramaphosa accused Rwandan government to be supporting, of course, M23, and uh, back from Kagame. Kagame is accusing Ramaphosa to be a liar, as even his army with the Sami DRC in Congo were not supposed to be there. And that's why when Kagame is responding to Ramaphosa, he calls him a liar. So let's talk about the situation between Rwanda, escalating between Rwanda and South Africa. What do you think about this situation where Ramaphosa is accusing Paul Kagame, and Kagame on the other side is accusing Ramaphosa?
Everyone knows who's Kagame. First of all, he's been a liar from the start. Till now. So every time Kagame just speaks out, especially if things are touching his interests, he's gonna make up stories. He's done it in '94. He's done it in '96. He's done it from then till now. So what I can say is, after following exactly what President Ramaphosa said, the tweets he sent, what the South African dignitaries said, like the minister of the foreign minister of South Africa, the chief of staff of the military, and everybody, even the representative of South Africa at the UN Council, Kagame, he's the one lying. I would like to remind our viewers.
That's what Ramaphosa said. Yes,
and we
had
know
a conversation twice in this last week, and he pointed that Kagame is a liar. So
yeah, he is. He is, and has been like that all the time, all the way. I mean, we can't just do the list because it's too long. Of how many lies he has said. I mean, I would like just to remind, before I go into that deeply, I would like to remind our viewers that South Africa, DRC, is a member of SADC.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And SADC members have a treaty that, of helping whoever is attacked militarily. Yeah. They will all the countries will just defend like defending their own countries. That's a treaty between the member countries of the SADC.
DRC is a part of this.
Yes, DRC is a full member of SADC.
Yes, we can include Tanzania.
Yeah, Tanzania, South Africa, Malawi, Mozambique, Zambia, Zimbabwe, the DRC, and I think Burundi also is a member of SADC.
SADC, yes.
So, and in that force that in the Sami DRC, the SADC forces that was sent in DRC, was sent based on that treaty, and also was given the green light by the UN to go and help also MONUSCO.
Yes, but so, in his speech, Kagame is saying that Sami DRC is not a peacekeeping force. And why I assume that's why he shot this soldier from South Africa.
Which is a big...
them not to protect peace.
Which is a big lie. Who's the warmonger between Sami DRC and Kagame? Kagame has been attacking the DRC ever since 1996. And he's done it over and over and over. And don't forget that the same situation, we went through it in 2012. In 2012, the Sami, the SADC force is the one that kicked out
the rebels. Yes.
Yeah, the rebels. I mean, the M23 RDF. And I believe
You're right. Also, I have to mention this, that Kagame is saying that the SADC army is now a peacekeeping force, but also Kagame is still saying that his army is not involved in this conflict. He only say that he's protecting his country. Until now, he never said that he has his own army involved in this conflict. But then he goes back, he says that whatever happened, these Sami DRC people are not peacekeeping force. So that shows you two languages that President Kagame has in this situation.
Yeah, and I mean, he can't just take people for stupid, because we see what's going on. How can you say you're protecting your country from what? DRC never attacked Rwanda, never. But Rwanda has attacked the DRC at least 5 to 6 times, and going in, and stealing the minerals, killing Congolese. People have to be reminded that the UN reports from 1996. Actually, in 2020, we had the report that everybody knows. Okay, the UN report that says that over 6 million Congolese people have been killed. Right. So how long is it going to take the international community, to silence the warmonger Kagame, because he's causing trouble in DRC and in the whole region? So going back to what he talked about, President Ramaphosa, is a big lie, and I can tell all the Rwandans and everybody who's watching us that that can also bring the situation far more than what we're thinking. Because now Kagame has, if you listen to what he said, it's like he's declaring a war.
Exactly.
To South Africa.
South Africa. That's my next question to ask you. What do you think is going to be next?
What's going to be the problem? The problem I see here is that South Africa is a big power. Okay, not only is a big power, is a well-respected country. Okay, South Africa does not go in any other country, neighbors and stuff, and killing people and stealing like Kagame has been doing it, ever since he took power in 1994. So what can happen is, what I see that can happen, if the international community continue, to tell us, we're gonna cut aid here and there, but they don't do it. Actually, what's gonna happen? There's gonna be an open war between not only South Africa and Rwanda, but the whole SADC, because of the treaty. If South Africa goes in war, they're going, they are going there. And I think time has come to everybody to see that Kagame is a danger, not only for the region, but also for the whole Africa.
Yeah, yes, I get your point, but also commenting on this point, Kagame say that whatever Ramaphosa pretend to think or to do, it will deal with any confrontation from the South Africa after this situation. So, do you see Rwanda be able to fight this war?
This is going dangerous, very, very dangerous, because we know that Uganda, for example, has been backing Rwanda ever since, from 1990 up to today. We had
Uganda denies being involved in this conflict.
Yeah, but they are involved. They deny, but facts are there. Facts are there. And coming back to what you said, Kagame has been lying of being in Congo, but reports are there. We saw pictures, we saw videos of the UN. The UN. I mean, sometimes Kagame thinks that where he lives, nobody sees what he does. That's what kills me. That's what kills me. Everybody sees what's going on. Everybody sees what, can hear and listen carefully what he tells, because he can say something today, change it tomorrow based on the situation, and meaning, those are lies. So I don't see Rwanda can try, because Kagame, you look at Kagame, look at him the other day. how angry he was, during the East African Community meeting, and actually he dares to insult the leaders of the EAC too. I mean, think about it. Think about it. The East African Community in the meeting.
So
you listen to his language, and you're like, Jesus Christ,
yes,
what's going here?
He's still positive. He thinks he's going to win this war.
Remember 2012? He had exactly, but this time he went too far. But in 2012, he had the same language. He had the same language because he always thinks he's bigger than anybody in this world. So, but what happened? They cut off his heads and then they walk away. So that might happen this time, but if it doesn't happen as quick as it has to, there will be a carnage again. Don't forget, Kagame has said that the way he came and took power in Rwanda, after so many Rwandans being killed, he said even to leave Rwanda and to leave the power, he'll do the same. So people have to keep in mind, this is a dangerous guy that the international community has not only to stop sending aids, but also find a way to take him from power. He's a danger for the region and the whole Africa. Yes. This can't be continuing because it's gone too far. It's gone so far because every time Kagame for the last 30 years, Kagame has put out there by especially Britain and the US, and presented him as a good leader, as an exemplary leader and stuff like that.
Not only that, they appreciating him being stopped the genocide in 1994.
Yeah, but they did.
When you go back and you watch what he did, how he was involved in this genocide in 1994, but the international community keeps seeing the guy as a good guy who can manage the situation in the region, but they forget. They don't mention what was his involvement in genocide. And after genocide, remember, they occupied the whole country of DRC. That was
No, but Ruben, they don't forget. They do it on purpose because he's the guy. They put him there, so he can help them to get the minerals cheaper, So, but then I think now they're realizing they created a monster.
So where do you think this war is going to end? Is it going to end in Kigali or is going to end in Kinshasa after this statement between not only President Ramaphosa? Last time I was watching President Tshisekedi saying that he's going to fight, and he was calling his people to fight against Rwanda. So where this war is going to end, Freddie?
I think the war to end in Kinshasa is going to be difficult for Rwanda now because Congolese now they know the independence is again at stake. Don't forget 1996, 1998, Rwanda took over the Congo throughout Mobutu, saying they were there because he was a dictator, blah 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 blah. But they were sent by the US and the British to change power there. But I don't think this time they will do it. They're trying to do it. The only way it can end in Congo is if the big four or three, if I can say, Britain, France, and the US decide again to help Kagame and give him with all the firepower they have to take power there. I don't see other way. But otherwise, the wars might end in Kigali because Kagame has declared war on the SADC countries because he has attacked the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, verbally. Not only verbally, they killed the South African soldiers who are there for the peacekeeping mission.
I want to mention not only these 13 soldiers killed last week, but even before, there were some soldiers from South Africa were killed. not only South African, there's other soldiers from United Nations were killed in this war. So this
And what's striking me is that what the UN and the international community are waiting for. I mean, the UN keeping peacekeeping soldiers are being killed. They're being shot dead. You
yes.
know, they, you know,
Yeah,
and nothing is being done.
yeah. Freddie, let's talk a little bit about this article published by The Guardian this week, saying that Lamy, or David Lamy is the Secretary of State of Foreign and Commonwealth in UK. So he said that Rwanda is putting $1 billion in aid under threat in DRC invasion. This is a lot of money. And as you know, not only UK supporting Rwanda government financially, so many countries in Europe, even USA and Canada, they're supporting this country. But the money that they are supporting this country is not to occupy Congo or to fight in Congo. So this money is supporting the Rwandan government to fight. So in this article by The Guardian, Lamy says that they know that M23 rebels could not have taken Goma without material support from Rwanda Defense Forces. So what do you think about this statement from David Lamy, who's the Secretary of State for Foreigner in UK, who's saying that UK should stop supporting Rwanda financially because this money is going somewhere wrong. So I want you to comment about this Lamy's statement.
It's just a threat. He should not have said, I am putting a threat on the $1 billion in aid that we give to your country. He should have been said, he should have said, Kagame, we are pulling out the $1 billion that we plan to give you. They haven't done it yet. And still, I can add, I was just watching this morning, this morning I was watching a debate in the European Parliament and also Belgian Parliament. Everybody's saying, what, we have to take measures. We have to take measures against Rwanda because they are going over, and threatening the independence and also the territorial security of another country. We can't accept that. We have to, they have said so many things. But what we are waiting for and what Congolese people are waiting for is, sanctions, not, it's been how long? It's been a week already.
But
the first UN meeting on Congo took place on Sunday. Now today we are Friday. No one of the countries that are helping Rwanda have taken not even a single decision except Germany. Germany is not a member of the UN security.
Yes.
But what they did was, because every February they have meetings every year with Rwandan counterparts to see, to look at what they need and, to help them and development programs and stuff like that, and then pull out money to help them. They said, you know what, we are stopping those meetings for now.
Not only Germany, but there is a Belgium too, was talking about maybe stopping this.
Yes, but it's still maybe. It's still, what I'm saying here,
Yes,
it is a maybe. It's not
it's
a
just
fact.
But
Yes, it's not what has to be done, and they can do it. They can do it right away. Let me remind people, it didn't take not even 2 minutes for the big three to take measures against Russia when it attacked Ukraine.
oh yes,
They didn't even go to the UN to ask for sanctions. Just did it right away. Over 10 million Congolese have been killed up to today by Kagame's army. How many Congolese have to die?
And the world is still watching. So
Yeah, and I would like to add this. From the $1 billion that Mr. Lamy has said, the European Union in the meeting, actually the parliament said they were giving Rwanda, actually last year they gave Rwanda about 960 million euros.
That's
And last year, Rwanda received about 560 million euros from that means it's about 1.5 billion euros. I mean, that's over 2 billion, 2 billion US money. So add up the 1 billion of the UK, that's 3 billion. Don't forget, I was just looking at the numbers for the Rwandan budget 24-25. It's around 4.5 billion US dollars.
yes.
So
Here's my point, Freddie. I want you to, because all the time the Rwandan government reports that he's using very well its budget and its financial support from all these different countries. But my question is to know if really this money goes to help what's supposed to be done in Iran. Like, let me say, it looks like this money goes just to buy guns and to fight against Congo.
But it's a fact, Rubens. It's a fact. We can see it.
It is a fact. And when you see the numbers coming from different reports, it's showing that Rwanda is doing very well. Very well. Not only by building these tall buildings, but Rwanda is developing. But all these numbers that the Rwandan government is showing the international community are fake numbers, because the real numbers of the money, it doesn't go to each population in Rwanda. Instead, it goes to fight against Congo.
Yes, it is. It does. And let me tell you something. The fact that the money that's given to Rwanda is not being, invested in, development programs and stuff like that. The fact is there. Because what Kagame does, he's just buying guns and arming his own army. He says it's a Rwandan army, but it's his own army. But he says my army. The other day he said they're my kids.
That's his army. Remember, because when he takes the decision to send his force in Mozambique to fight in Cabo Delgado, something like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a permission from the parliament group. So he only takes decision. And that's why when we say that Kagame is a dictator, is a killer, that's what it is. But people in the international community, maybe they know, but they don't take a decision about this situation.
They don't.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we continue,
yes.
As I said, I repeat it. They don't do
nothing. As we're going to the end of this program,
they don't do nothing because Kagame is there to save their interest. So they know Kagame is a dictator. Okay, they know if they give him money and tell him, you know what, this is the money we give you, we close the eyes, but we need you in Mozambique to go defend our stuff, our interests. They know he will take the money and invest in his military. And the other fact that shows us this is not a country military is because every time he take a decision to invade Congo or to go kill people outside, it's not the parliament that take decisions. It's him. This guy, he just wanna, this is what I think. I mean, I'm thinking he's got a bigger plan on what he's doing. And those leaders of our region have to think about it and do what it takes to stop him. Otherwise, it's gonna be a mess.
Yes, thank you so much, Freddie, and thank you so much for watching this program on the Bombori YouTube channel. But to end this show, Freddie, I have only one question to ask you. What would be your message to the international community still watching this? How the international community should react right now Because as we're watching, on social medias and different news, people are dying in Democratic Republic of Congo, like it happened about 30 years ago. Also, I want you to tell people from Congo, who have a big community, especially in the US and Canada, what these people from Congo, outside of Congo, and people inside in Congo should do to help the country not to be occupied by Rwanda.
So, Rubens, only one message to the international community. From the last 30 years, we have watched the Rwandan genocide, okay, what they call the Tutsi genocide, but it's a Rwandan genocide because all Rwandans have died, okay?
Not
only Rwanda. What I mean is it's not only a Tutsi genocide. That's what I mean. Tutsis have been killed for what they are, but Hutus also have been killed for what they are, okay? And after that, we had reports, okay? The UN has the reports on what happened in Rwanda, okay? And they have reports on all the killings that Kagame has done to the people of Rwanda. It took only 2 years. He went to Congo. He killed hundreds of thousands of Rwandan refugees that were there.
Millions.
And he killed millions of Congolese people. And ever since his killing, I would like to just tell the international community, actually our viewers, get this book. This is a message. Get this book.
Praise of blood.
In Praise of Blood. The Crimes of the Rwandan Patriotic Front by Judy River. Judy River is a Canadian journalist, okay, who did it's an investigative journalist that has done 20 years of research. And what's in this book will tell everybody what Kagame is doing, has done in Rwanda, and it's doing a copy-paste in the Congo, okay? So the international community should stop closing their eyes on the killings of the Africans. It's like the life of an African doesn't have a value. That has to stop. Congolese have suffered big time. They have suffered for the last 27 years. And nothing is being done. The only thing we have seen for the last 30 years, it's red carpets, rolled for Kagame. That has to stop. That has to stop. And also, to our brothers and friends Congolese,
yes,
just wake up and just go fight for your country, for liberation from the Hitler of Africa. Because Kagame right now, we can't say he's the Hitler of Africa. I'm not the one saying it. Many people have said it, and we see what he's doing. So that has to stop. And also on the countries in our region, like the members of SADC, even the members of the East African community.
Yes.
Wake up! Stop! Not saying something about your counterpart Kagame, who has shown, and he has killed how many presidents? He killed President Habyarimana, 2 presidents of Burundi.
At the same time.
At the same time, a president of Congo, Kabila. He have said he told the late president of Tanzania that he will hit him. So what are you waiting for?
Thank you so much, Freddie. It's a shame to keep supporting this man who did a lot of crimes in Rwanda, in Congo, all of Africa. Thank you so much for having you today in this program, and thank you so much for following this program. This is a Bombori YouTube channel. We are planning to bring you more topics about not only about Congo, about different things going on all over the world. So thank you so much for today's program, and keep following us on Bombori YouTube channel. And have a great day.